All right, we are live.
Yay! All right. I gotta scroll up. I was just typing up some nonsense. So, all right. Well, welcome to the Bitching Dead. We are your hosts, Becca, Farid, and Tara. We are no longer relatively new. We are old hat now.
Yeah.
I know from the minds of the geeky area, we heard a bit about bitch about stuff and things because someone has to do it. If you have not seen the most recent episode of Fear the Walking Dead, that's right. We have moved on to bigger and better shows, or have we? Please turn back now. We are not responsible for any spoilers you hear. We did warn you.
If you're listening to this as a podcast, please remember that this is recorded live. So we aren't exactly sure what's going to happen. Please forgive us for any technical difficulties or accidental or intentional swears. You can join the conversation with the hashtag #TheBitchingDead.
Yeah. We'd also like to remind you that the views expressed on this webcast are those of the hosts as individuals and do not represent or do not necessarily represent the geekiary or the webcast itself as a whole. Yay.
Yay!
It's been a while, y'all. It's been like 9 weeks.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, we're back. We're back to complain. The complaining dead because we've got significantly less bitching about Fear the Walking Dead. Although the way that the show is headed, I feel that soon we will move from complaining and mildly annoyed to bitching. So that's something to look forward to, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Like, yeah, we have things to say about the show, and some of them aren't positive, but like,
I mean, if we only talked about positive things, I feel like nobody would watch. It's like this is not called Praise the Walking Dead or hold on, the Praising Dead, the Complimenting Dead. No, this is the Bitching Dead, the Salty Dead, if you will, which sounds really great, and also like the name of a metal band. Like, we only seen mermaid rock music, the Salty Dead. So yeah, so we've toyed with the idea of talking about Fear the Walking Dead on this show. I watched the first or second episode, I think, of Fear the Walking Dead. Did not care for it. I only watched it because I love Alicia Debnam Carey. She's my Alexa, and so I only watched it for her, and I really was not taken. So I was like, it's just. And I kind of just, shrugged it off. But then Tara and Farid were like, no, you have to watch it. It's good. It'll get good. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I started watching it, and I was like, oh my God, this show is good. And just like that. And so I've been slowly, steadily watching over the past 9 weeks. And got a little bit behind, though. I had to watch, oh my God, how many episodes did I have to watch?
A lot.
8 or 9 episodes yesterday, and my mom was like, join the family, and I was like, I have work to do. Just like that. So anyway, we decided to talk about Fear the Walking Dead now. We're expanding, and I think so we'll start off with seasons 1 through 3, and then we'll move into season 4. We can go ahead and talk about our favorite moments because I really enjoyed this show until Morgan came with his Grim Reaper nonsense. But all right, Farid, go for it.
Yeah, when I started watching this show, at first I thought that Travis was going to be the lead, but then it became apparent that no, Madison was the lead. And I like the fact that in The Walking Dead we have a male protagonist, the main male protagonist being Rick. And in the Fear the Walking Dead, it was a good change that the main protagonist was a woman, Madison. And we watched her evolve into this badass character, which I really liked. And my favorite scene from all 3 seasons was when she just bashed Troy's head and killed him. And I liked it. I was like, yes, do it. Finally, someone killed him. And there was also a scene where she was like trying to scoop out his eye.
Oh God!
She stabbed it with a pencil or a fork or something.
I was like, yes, Madison, yes.
I remember that.
I don't know why, but like it's like the eyes, like eye horror, eye grotesque.
I'm the same way.
Fucking bothers me. Like ears, no problem. Like stabbing, whatever. Like, but when you go for the eyes, man, that is some personal fucking shit.
I can't do eyes. I can't do teeth. I can't do like fingers or fingernails or toes or toenails or like whenever something bends the wrong way. Like, sure, crack somebody's head open. I won't bat an eye. But the second that you go for the eyes or you bend the arm the wrong way, I'm like, no, please do not.
But yeah, I really like that scene that they finally ended up killing Troy. And then the other scene that I like was when Nick just shot that Brokeback Mountain ranch guy in the head. Like they were talking, and Nick was just like, I don't have time for this.
Well, he was like, it wasn't even they were talking though. Like Mattis, or no, he also, I feel like I should point out he's like the antithesis of Brokeback Mountain, because he's like, I want that gay shit in my camp. Like I feel like that's kind of who he is. Like, you know, no, super racist, super homophobic. Like I feel like they live out in the desert for a reason. And but I think that they were, because Madison came to talk to him or something, or confront him, and he had a gun, and Nick saw the gun, and that's why he shot him, not just because he was just like, I don't have time, you know, like not to like, you know, shit all over what you just said, but I think they shot him to save Madison. And but that kind of prompted me to I totally forgot about this, like Madison talking about how she shot her father when he was sleeping. Like, and her alcoholic father shot him, and I was like, oh my god, this girl's been a killer since she was little. Like that just kind of blew my freaking mind. It was just kind of like, it wasn't a moment of like, oh, this explains so much trauma, and like it was just kind of like, okay, well now we know you're totally nuts in a good way. But
I mean, she's layered. She has gone through stuff, and it shows, and I like her for that. Like, she doesn't necessarily act out of character compared to the Walking Dead people who, because on the Walking Dead, in one episode they're saving lives, in the next episode they're killing people, and their personalities are just changing wherever the plot wants them to go. And with Madison, I know that Madison can kill if she wants to protect the people she likes. She isn't going to cry about killing people. She's just like, I see you as a threat, and I'm going to get rid of you. Yeah. That's something that I like about Madison.
Yeah.
And another thing that I like was how the show handled Strand's sexuality, because I wasn't expecting them to handle a queer character in the Fear the Walking Dead, because we all know what a wonderful thing they're doing with Jesus and Aaron in the Walking Dead. But yeah, Victor's whole backstory and the focus they gave Victor's backstory back in season 2, that was something that I thought was a good way to handle a character's sexuality and kind of give him a background and reasons why he wanted to go to Mexico and stuff like that.
Yeah, I would agree. I like that too.
Yeah, I mean, one thing I will say about like Madison is the one character who and I guess Alicia too, like their growth and everything has always been kind of continual throughout the show, but like in season 1 there was a lot of like, they had no idea what they were doing with Travis. They had no idea what they were doing with Nick. And they were like totally back and forth. Like 1 minute Travis is like refusing to kill a walker. The next minute he's like beating the shit out of some guy. And it's like, there was like no explanation, no sort of like how you get from point A to point B with him. And, you know, even Nick, it's like, dude is like hopped up on drugs still at that point. Like he had gone through withdrawal, then he was like feeding off of someone's morphine drip for a minute, and like he's still like super up and down with the drug stuff. And it's like most of the time he's completely crazy. Like even when he's making sense, he's still completely nuts about it. And then like all of a sudden he's making like total sense, like he's completely sober when he's not. So there were a lot of rough patches in season 1. I really wanted to like season 1 and like really didn't. So I don't remember exactly when it started getting good. It was sometime in season 2, but like the first season was not good. When you don't have that immediate jump to be like Bekah, you were able to go right from season 1 to season 2.
Yeah.
So I think that when you don't have, I mean, and honestly, it was the same way for me with Walking Dead. A lot of people like hated season 2 of Walking Dead. I didn't, because like I watched season 1 and then like didn't watch it for a year and a half. So like when I finally got around to watching season 2, it was like I didn't have to wait for anything, so it didn't feel as like slow and dumb with the farm and everything. But like there was just like I mean, the first season, like in the first couple episodes, they introduced like 3 black characters and immediately killed every single one of them. So
wait, season
1
of Fear the Walking Dead.
The Walking Dead, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Alicia's boyfriend, the principal.
Yeah,
the principal, Alicia's boyfriend, and the drug dealer. Like all 3 of them.
Oh shit, I forgot about him.
Yeah, all 3 of them could have been like characters for a bit at least, and they just bam, 1, 2, 3. And also, again, Travis was like the worst and refused to kill walkers for a while. So yeah, but it got good really quickly in season 2. Like I mean, I remember I started watching season 2. I actually think I watched season 2 after the entire thing had aired. So like again, I was playing catch up because I literally had nothing else to watch. So I was like, well, guess I'll watch Fear the Oh wow, this is actually like not bad. Oh, I think I like this. What is wrong with me? So yeah, like once I started like enjoying season 2, it was like, wow, okay. So yeah.
Yeah.
When it started getting good was this like really surprising, like, wow, I'm not just wasting my time. And then like other favorite moments from the earlier season is actually, I think, toward the end of season 3, or maybe it was pre-damn nonsense. So like it might have been the end of the first half of season 3, but when Alicia was like stuck in the cellar on the ranch and had to like fight her way out, she was really badass. I loved that. Like that was great.
And it was also, I have to say, like showing the turmoil of, because wasn't she like 17 or something, 16 or 17? Yeah, she was 17. And like, because you see the turmoil whenever she's killing the walkers or the people who are volunteering, you know, they sedate them with morphine and then she stabs them in the head. And she's like, no, it has to be me. And it's like, unless she took on this whole, but then you see her break down and you see her crying after she's done it and she just can't take it anymore. And that was, I didn't like cry or anything with it. I haven't really cried with this show yet, which is good. But also means you're not trying hard enough, Walking Dead, because I cry at everything. So like, y'all, I cried in Deadpool. Like, although to be fair, there's a reason why I cried in Deadpool, okay? And there are reasons why, and I was not the only one. But yeah, so I think that, and I really like, I don't want to like Alicia's character because I know it happens whenever I like characters like Nick, so, and Beth and Lexa. Anyway,
yeah, this is P.S. This is a very brief like update on the first 3 seasons because we've literally never covered anything that happened in this show. But like the 3rd season ended like almost a year ago, so it's kind of a catch-all for like what we liked and didn't like about it.
Yeah, and I'm still like, because there was like a couple of weeks there where I didn't watch Fear the Walking Dead. So I kind of am, I don't know, I'm struggling to remember the good things, but my memory is also really bad. I liked when Alicia and Nick helped them dig the well. Walker's people helped them dig the well, because I'm one of those people that's like, oh, they're cooperating, yay! And also, not gonna lie, I kind of liked it whenever Ophelia poisoned everybody. Like, I was like, yes, yes! Because I like a little bit of carnage. I still do, always and forever. Because I was like, oh shit, sabotage! Like, and you know, but of course Nick beat it because he's young and healthy. That's what heroin does to your body, kids. It makes you young and healthy and able to outlive anthrax.
Nick's death happening when it did was dumb, but like, Travis's death was surprising.
Yeah,
it was like really sudden, and like, I don't know, maybe there's some, you know, back end stuff that I don't know about where he like wanted to leave the show or whatever, because it seemed really random, honestly. But, like, I'm glad they did it, because like, it's not that I didn't like the character or whatever, but it was kind of, it was kind of that final proof that this is absolutely not Travis. Like, at least those seasons, the early seasons, were absolutely not Travis's story. They were Madison's story.
And he kind of surprised me too, because at first I thought it was maybe going to be about him as well. Whenever he died, I was kind of like, and I messaged Tara, and I was like, "What is going on?" And I was like, "Is he dead? Is he like dead, like for real dead, or is he like Glenn dead?" But no, he was dead.
I mean, I honestly thought they were faking it out, because like, I don't know really I mean, I don't know how I thought somebody could survive falling out of a helicopter, but like,
I mean, stranger things have happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there were theories where people were like, no, Travis is still alive. Travis is still alive. There were a lot of online theories going around. Yeah, same. I mean, that Travis and the way they handled his family, and especially his son, I didn't like the way they handled those characters.
I don't even remember what happened to his son. It's a little I cared about this. It's a little I cared about that whole thing.
Did his son get bit?
I think his son is dead.
No, the son is dead. But how did he die? I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
Did he get bit? Or did he yeet himself? I know you love that word, Tara.
Excuse me, I have to kick Bekah out of the webcast.
No!
I can actually do that.
No!
I can eject you from the webcast. You say that word one more time and you think I won't.
This is a word that brings me joy, but I won't.
No, really, I don't remember how his son died.
I think he was bit, and I was like, Fear the Walking Dead, you have this very diverse cast, use it, don't kill, people of color just for the sake of it, but they did, and I was like, oh no, Aladdin is gone.
I'm looking him up right now because, no, he was with Brandon and Derek. Remember those kids? He was in the back of their car or whatever.
Right.
Season 1. When did he die? Season 2.
Season 3.
No, he died season 1.
No. He made it to season 2. He made it through a lot of season 2. Oh, okay. His son's name is Chris, right? Yeah. So he fell asleep while driving and crashed the truck with those dickhead kids in it, and then they killed him because he'd broken his leg.
Right. Yes. Yeah. Okay, I remember that now. He was shot in season 1. I'm looking for it. Season 2. I did not realize that season 2. He died about halfway through season 2.
Yeah, that actually might have been the halfway point death. But shows how much fucking anybody cared about it, because I literally had to, like, I watched this. I watched them very quickly in like late 2016. So yeah, I guess that was almost 2 years ago. So it makes sense that I wouldn't really remember him. But I still remember how Andrea died on Walking Dead, and that was fucking forever ago. So yeah, I just didn't care about him. He didn't matter in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, obviously, actor Chris, if you're listening, nobody cares about you.
I mean, it's not his fault, but like this show, the one thing about Fear the Walking Dead is that because there's no source material to go off of, it absolutely treats like most of its characters as disposable. And I really think that, and we'll get into this later, but like, I really think the way they killed off Nick proves that. And honestly, the way they killed off Madison proves that too. So yeah. But lots of disposable characters in this show. And one character who I really like thought was disposable and lasted forever is Daniel. Farid, how do you feel about Daniel?
My God.
Why is he not dead? How is he not dead? What is
he's dead.
keeping
He's
him
dead
alive?
now, right? Like he died.
Are we sure?
I guess we're not sure.
No,
I
he's
thought
still alive
no. I
somewhere.
thought
No, he's not. He's not dead.
He was shot. He
in the
was
mouth.
shot in the mouth. The bullet went through his cheek. He's still alive somewhere. And then the dam exploded.
I thought that he killed himself when Ophelia died. I'm looking it up because I could have sworn he killed himself when Ophelia died.
No, he was on the dam. This is on the because he was on the dam.
Yeah. He was on the dam when it exploded.
Oh God, is he still alive?
He's still
oh my
alive.
God,
I'm
the
looking
wiki
for
even
him.
says he's alive.
Yeah.
No.
I'm looking right now.
Daniel is the Walking Dead. He just won't die.
I don't.
He's not even a good character that you don't want to die. I just want him to be dead already. He's not even a good character I want for them to keep around. Like he got shot, then the bullet went through his cheek, and I was like, wow, the writers just don't want to kill him off.
Yeah. But he hasn't been on this season at all. But like now that I realize that he's definitely alive, like he's gonna come back. I don't want that,
and
man.
He's gonna come back in like the most shitty, obnoxious way. Because I liked Daniel at first. I was like, okay, this guy's pretty cool. But then, like as the series went on, I was like, oh my God.
He's shown no growth or like or there's been no character growth or anything for him. It's like he was cool at first, but then he hasn't changed at all. And it's like, yeah, I get it. He was like this, fucking, I guess in a way, badass like soldier who like tortured people and stuff, but like that doesn't mean he won't change throughout this whole thing. And I don't know why I thought that he killed himself when Ophelia died. I feel like that kind of would have been like the best way for him to go. But maybe I just wanted to believe that he was dead.
Come on, Tara. Wishful thinking never killed anybody in The Walking Dead.
But yeah, like and like Ophelia's death was a cop out. Like I really didn't like the way she went. I felt like they were I felt like they were just trying to get rid of the actress, honestly. Like I didn't like it.
And then speaking of worst parts, I did not like the dam scene. I thought it was stupid.
The whole dam, like my dog is trying to come visit. The whole damn storyline was just weird. It was like all this build up, and then like in the end, like nothing really comes of it. You know what I mean? Like they blow up the dam. That's it. Oh.
Yeah,
they could have done more with it.
Yeah. Again, it exploded and everyone is alive. Like Madison is alive, Victor is alive, Alicia is alive, Nick, who was standing on the dam, is alive. And
seriously.
It made no sense.
And we still have no idea how they are all alive. Like, how did they all survive this?
I don't know.
The writers don't even know. I think the writers can't figure it out. That's why they haven't shown us any flashbacks or anything. Because the writers can't figure it out.
Like Victor talks about how she pulled him up out of the water and saved his life, and she should have.
But they don't show it. Because they can't figure it out. They just mention it in passing or whatever.
Was there at the end of season 3, like when the dam explodes, there is like a scene that happens after the dam explodes. Don't we see somebody getting out of the water, or am I wrong?
Madison.
No,
it was only Madison.
It was Madison. Okay, so we see Madison getting out of the water, and it's like, listen, man, if you're a really strong swimmer and you can like keep your head above water and like tread it, even when it's moving that fast, it is absolutely possible. And you'd assume they're all pretty fit at this point. But like also all of them surviving is ridiculous. Like that's come on. But somehow it's a miracle.
Yeah, I was like, I would have been okay if Nick had died on the dam instead of the death they gave him this season.
Yeah,
Like
he
the
should have died heroically.
yeah, like the actor wanted to leave, so they should have just killed him off during the season 3 finale. Like Nick died during the dam explosion or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Oh.
all right. So now we're okay. What? Oh,
I'm just looking at your theories. Does Scott Gimple have anything to do with Fear the Walking Dead?
Yes, he's executive producer. Oh, I forgot I wrote that.
Bekah hopes that Scott Gimple will mysteriously disappear and have nothing to do with these shows ever again.
You're telling my plans. Scott Gimple, if you're listening to this, that's not a death threat.
Scott Gimple is Daniel at this point. He just won't.
Ah!
You know, so in Pokemon Go, they have this Pokemon, which is like beyond my Pokemon knowledge. It's some much newer generation called Whalmer. Yeah.
That's the sound I made. I'm sorry.
So whenever I see a Whalmer, I picture that I'm putting Scott Gimple in a Pokeball and then sending him away to the professor to be ground up as candy.
Oh, Sarah, that's so good. I love it.
I'm just saying. Anyway.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, wasn't there a theory about Madison being the alpha?
The Elsa?
The alpha from the
Oh,
comic
Alpha.
books.
I thought you said Elsa. I was like, what?
Oh, Alpha.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought you said Elsa too, but honestly, only one side of my headphones is working because these are like 8-year-old gaming headphones, and I use them a lot. Yes, you're right. There was a theory about that. I am really glad that that's not the case, because like then that would mean that Alicia would probably have to be her daughter, and like they somehow would have had to make it across the country. And I feel really, I'm glad that's not the case.
Yeah.
So.
Also,
Talk about season
Alpha
4.
is like hugely bad, like a very bad guy. Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought.
Yes.
Because you guys were saying stuff like she had to make some major changes if she had wanted to become, or she wanted to be Alpha. Because like at the very beginning of the series, they say, "Hey, Al," and it's Althea, but I think I thought it was Alpha at first. I was like, oh, really fast. If we go to season 4, can we talk for just a moment about how many freaking dogs they killed? Like I can't. You laugh at me, Farid, but this is serious business, okay? Like the first or second, third episode, something like that. There's like a German Shepherd who dies.
It's the fourth episode. It's the fourth episode of season.
Okay, well, I messaged
It's literally
Sarah.
called The Dog.
Well, like, okay, so I messaged Sarah and I was like, you didn't tell me there are dogs that die in this, because like I can't handle dogs that die. Like in I Am Legend, I still have never seen that full scene. And
I can't watch that scene either.
Yeah, I have to leave the room, but like
honestly, I didn't remember it because, like, think about it, dude. That was almost 3 years ago. I didn't remember that a dog died. I really didn't, and I'm sad that I didn't. And there was more than one though.
Yeah, no, there are multiple ones. There are multiple dogs that get bit and attacked, and also the horses dying, and then literally shooting the cows in the head. Like, can you not? Kill all the children and the babies that you want. Just don't kill any dogs, please. Like,
I mean, cows are food. So
yeah, and they brought it back and made it jerky. So it's like, you know, they did good things with it. It's not like they were just senselessly like out there shooting cows in the head. Haha, got one. You know.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds rude. I don't mean it to sound as rude as it is, but like cows are food and they're shooting a cow in the head and it's dying immediately. Like that's way better than seeing like a dog torn apart by walkers or whatever.
Yeah, that
like,
was, yeah.
Or like dying a painful death. Like, is your best friend a cow? I don't think so, because my best friends are dogs.
Yeah, exactly.
And I mean my actual dogs, not people that I know.
These are my friends. I call them the dogs.
Dogs.
Most of my friends are cats, let's be real.
Yeah.
All right. So season 4. Because we're right at 8:32, so this is good timing. We've done, I think we've done a healthy quick recap of the first 3 seasons. Season 4, we are halfway through it. Hence doing this webcast, because I don't think we'd have enough to talk about every 2 weeks with this show. Because I honestly don't think we'd have enough to bitch about. But
I don't know. That might change, Morgan.
Yeah. So season 4. I think Farid has something important to say.
John. Like literally, I agree with Tara. I'm like, I don't want kids, John. But even though it's an apocalypse, I'll have your kids.
Yeah.
I'll stay in that cottage. That nurse was like, she didn't realize how good she had it. If I was in June's place, I would have lived my entire life in that cabin with John.
June / Laura / Naomi /
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, he's like a human form of a puppy. Like the moment he appeared on the episode, like, oh, I get it that Bekah couldn't understand him. Even I couldn't understand him first when he was like talking to Morgan in the dark during his first appearance.
I could understand anything because I've been watching TV and movies with the subtitles on for like the past 5 or 6 years, and so whenever somebody's saying words, like even if they're very clearly enunciating, I still can't understand them. I have to read the subtitles, and like I messaged them, and I was. Because like at first I was like, what is wrong with this guy? Is he having head injury or something? And like I felt really bad about that. But they were like, Sarah's like, you shut up about John Dory, and I was like, oh, excuse me. And then whenever he introduced himself as, my name's John Dory, but Dory like not Dory like the fish, but I-E not Y, and I was like, ah.
I mean, it's John. If you can't understand him, you can like ask him to come closer and whisper in your ear.
Yeah, he can definitely whisper in my ear.
You're like, John, I can't understand what you're saying. Come closer.
Yeah, that's actually like, I don't even like Southern accents like that, but man, I still like his.
Oh, it was a Southern accent? I thought he was just talking real slow because that's how
he's
it
from
was.
Texas, man.
Oh, wah, wah. Oh gosh.
But yeah.
I mean, fun fact: the actor who plays John also auditioned for Negan.
Oh, so glad he didn't play Negan.
Yeah, and they didn't cast him. But then, when they were writing this role for Fear the Walking Dead, they reached out to the actor, and he said yes to playing John. I mean, he would have. Imagine him as Negan, talking real slow.
Nope. Refuse. Hate.
How about Lucille, Laura? You want to meet Lucille? My name's
I can't
Negan,
imagine
like
him swearing like that.
Yeah, no, you're right. The man freaking puts like candy in his coffee and carries candy for people, and like he is a good and pure and gentle man, and
he is the puffiest of huffless puffles, and
he should be protected at all costs. He should be protected at all costs. But like, I fell hugely in love with him, but I have this big history, and I wrote this in the doc. I have this big history about getting attached to characters and then they automatically die. So like, whenever Alicia shot him, I thought, oh God, here we go again. And I was like, and then because I told him, because you said something about, oh, John Dory better survive, and I was like, yeah, okay. And then I watched the episode, and I was like, why didn't you tell me he gets shot? And they were like, you know.
If he had
He is so
died,
right.
I would have rioted.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
he's so romantic. Did you watch the previous episode where June is like, "My name is June," and Dory is like, "It's my favorite month."
Yes,
And I'm
so
like, "Oh
cute.
God!"
yeah, I can't even handle it. Oh my God, he's so perfect. Make it stop.
Oh, John.
Smooth talker. Like I said, he could play Scrabble with me.
Like just the whole like
come clean my gun, John.
His whole story. Oh my God, his whole story about like how he like was a cop and he wanted to be a hero and he tried to shoot the guy in the leg, the guy who was robbing the store in the leg, and like shot him, and like the guy bled out, and how he just like didn't want to touch a gun again and everything. I was like, oh, this is what men should be.
Yeah. Gentle.
I would go to a
like,
Stalker Con to meet the actor who plays John Dory.
Yes, let's do it. Let's find him, and that sounds really dangerous. I was just like, let's find him. Yeah. And like, no, but who is it? Is it Frank Dillahunt? Is that his name?
Darabont? Frank Darabont?
No, Frank Dillahunt. Gosh, hold on one second. I gotta find it.
Oh, there's a mistake on here.
Dillahunt. What is his name? Garrett Dillahunt from The Walking Dead.
Is that the actor's name?
Yes. He's married.
Boo.
Well, not all of us can be perfect. Oh my gosh, have you guys seen his jawline?
Stop! Just stop!
Tara!
Stop!
Tara! Oh my
Just
gosh.
stop!
Oh, what else is he in? Ooh. Okay. Sorry, Garrett Dillahunt and your wife. What is her name? Michelle Hurd. Sorry. Oh, she's an actress too. She's an SVU. Okay. Anyway, whatever. You have a nice husband. He's very handsome. We would love to play Scrabble with him sometime. Oh my God, Tara, if we go, we can get a photo op and we can have like a Scrabble board, please. And then some popcorn. Yes.
All right. Anyway.
Oh, also, I don't mind Naomi. She's not great, but I feel like she's a potential to grow on me. But like right now, I'm just kind of like, eh.
I don't hate her. Right now, currently, she is annoying me less than Alicia is. So
I don't know. I like Alicia.
I did. We'll get into that in a minute. Yeah, no. I don't know. So now that we're done gushing about John Dory, I guess. Ugh. What a waste of the next 21 minutes. I just want to gush about him continually.
Disclaimer, we started this webcast just to talk about John Dory.
Yes, we did. We did.
I mean, sure. I don't know about you, but yeah.
Yeah, sure. We'll go with that. We'll definitely just like.
Other things.
Kids in the apocalypse.
Kids in the apocalypse.
They're so bad.
Like, Carol had the right idea. If a kid is being problematic, take them to the flowers. Just take them to the flowers.
Yeah,
as Bekah put it, take them to the botanical garden. Just get off problematic.
You need to take Charlie to the botanical gardens. There's a lot of freaking flowers for her to look at for this stuff.
I think I'm mean. I wouldn't take her to a botanical garden or flowers. I would just take her outside and make her look at the people that she chose over them and then kill her. No, that sounds.
I mean, there's no sense for her to be alive at this point.
Look at Nick's rotted plants now die.
Yeah. Exactly.
But yeah, no, I mean, like, listen, there is her being alive makes sense. The group, that other group was using her, as a foil, basically. Like they were using her to weasel their way in to otherwise healthy, you know, groups of people and whatnot. I mean, and somehow she survived that. I don't even know, man. That the whole thing about like them leaving uh the stadium, but it getting overrun anyway. I'm still really confused about how the fuck that happened. But like, she is a kid, and to be fair, she isn't like Lizzie Psycho. You know what I mean? She's like Carl level if he didn't have if Carl hadn't had Rick as his sort of moral compass for a long time, because let's be real, Rick really was a moral compass for a long time, then Carl probably would have been Charlie. He probably would have been the kid that was like weaseling his way in and you know, doing what she did. But like, yeah, she's definitely not Lizzie Psycho.
I mean, but still, she should have died. Like Alicia should have shot her already. Like if a kid kills my brother in an apocalypse, I would kill that child.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But
no matter what, no matter how many Morgans are standing in front of me, I would kill that child.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I would just be like, okay, bye, Morgan.
Yeah.
I kill Morgan.
I don't know you, asshole.
Yeah.
You're limping anyway. Weak link.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye. Do you remember that show?
Yes.
Oh my god.
I don't care about your stick. You're limping.
Oh yeah, what are you gonna do, Morgan? Stick me to death? Like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, Morgan is like drowning this show. Like in the premiere, I liked Morgan entering this show. I was like, okay, Morgan, Al, and John are bringing a new energy to this show. But then Morgan went back to his old ways that annoyed me about saving people. People shouldn't be killed. People blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, Morgan, this is what I hated about you in The Walking Dead. And now this is again what I hate about you in Fear the Walking Dead. Like,
and then they like the show tried to like teach us a lesson where like Nick didn't listen to Morgan, so he got killed by Charlie. Yeah. Like, fuck you. I'm not dumb. This is not how things would have worked in real life. If there were, you know, if it was a zombie apocalypse. It's fine.
I mean, Morgan is such a hypocrite. Like when he wants to kill people, he will kill numerous people.
Yeah.
Like in The Walking Dead, he killed a lot of people. He killed a lot of the saviors with Rick, even though they were like, "We are going to take you back to the sanctuary." But Morgan killed a lot of people with Rick. But he actually stops other people from like getting their revenge for no reason. Like, okay, Morgan, it's okay for you to kill people you want, but it's not okay for me to kill people.
I mean, like, the point is clearly, the point they're trying to make is that like he learned his lesson. You know what I mean? Like he was like he killed all those, like he killed all those people. So he realized he was going down the dark path. He was like seeing that one guy who he killed, that one savior. He kept like seeing him and he's like, oh, I'm going nuts. I've got to like get out of here and like go back to my old ways. But it's like, your old ways aren't always going to work. So, just saying. Yeah. But yeah, and at one, Bekah, you were saying like he brought in like gray.
He did though. Like it was so bad. I have to actually go back and look and see what I said.
Well, Walking Dead is very like greens and like and grays.
Yeah,
and,
but like
Fear the Walking Dead has always been very like tans and browns, yellows. And then like yellows, and then Morgan shows up, and you're right. It's like it's always at night, and everything's always sort of like tinged with this. Yeah. Oh my god.
And it's just really blah and just like and also I really don't care much for Althea. Like I'll go ahead and say it, I just don't care much for her. I thought with her filming everything and not helping, I was like, you bitch, like come on now.
Right, but then she eventually decides to help for no good reason.
Yeah.
She's very back and forth. She's like, I'm not helping. Wait, I'm helping. I'm not helping. Wait, I'm helping.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, with Morgan, like I also just didn't like the huge time jump that they did just to add him in.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
It was obvious. It was so obvious that they did the time jump just to introduce Morgan.
Yeah.
Like
this show was so good. It was so good. It was so much better than The Walking Dead. And then they're like, wait, let's do this massive time jump just so we can add in Morgan.
Who nobody even really likes. Like I don't understand why he's still around.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? Maybe they'll probably end up introducing more characters in season 5 from The Walking Dead. Like Jesus may come make a cameo, or Morgan might take these people back to Rick's place. Who knows what happens?
God, I hope not.
Yeah.
Although at this point, they don't. I don't know what they're gonna do because like Walking Dead cannot survive on its own at this point. We'll get into that in a minute. Because first I want to talk about like we've had 2 major character deaths in the first half of this season. One being Nick, who like we already mentioned. It seemed kind of like you could have offed him at the end of season 3 and it would have been better. And I liked his story the first half of the season where he was like afraid to leave, the stadium,
the diamond,
and everything. Like he was afraid to go outside. Like that was so understandable. And then it's like he goes out and like nothing good happens, and then eventually he just gets shot by this kid he tried to help, and it's like this is weak. This is weak storytelling. Like this show is better than that. It's been better than that. Please don't devolve into like Walking Dead nonsense.
I mean, I don't think the show can help itself right now because, like I said, about the ratings, the premiere got around 4 million people, and episode 7 or 8 got around only 1.9 million. So that's more than a 50% drop. And I blame Morgan. Like, they are trying to make Fear the Walking Dead into The Walking Dead, and they shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Like, leave Fear the Walking Dead alone.
Right? Like,
yeah.
they kill off Nick, and again, it's fine. The actor apparently wanted to leave the show, but like, his death was dumb. And then like, Madison's death was also horrible.
Is she really dead? Is she dead?
Well, okay, so
she might pull a Daniel and come back.
No. We can't pull. So it was fruitless, anticlimactic. We can't even pull a Beth on this one because the actress Kim Dickens confirmed that Madison was dead. Like confirmed it in an interview, but she just died like Claire holding that flare. It rhymes in Jurassic World, the T-Rex.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and I was just kind of like, oh, okay, because I was like, okay, is this the part where like the claw machine comes down and just picks her up, and like because that's kind of what I was expecting, but it just.
Yeah, like my thing was it's fine if she had to go out to save her kids. Like that's how Madison should have gone out. And like technically she did go out in a big way. But we didn't get to see that. Like, the way they handled it was so stupid. Not only did she die off screen, but she died in some random goddamn timeline. Like, there wasn't that much of a lead up to the final, like, oh, this is how Madison died story. Like, I would have been less frustrated if by some miracle she actually survived that whole situation. And like that at the end of the episode, we like actually see Madison like there's like another flashback to Madison like crawling out of the rubble and like she's still alive, or like her appearing sometime in the second half of the season. But like and again, like, so Kim Dickens says she confirmed it, but like,
yeah,
I mean, are we supposed to
if the
believe
ratings are so low, I think they might bring her back. Because I do think that a lot of people are watching Fear the Walking Dead because of Madison, Nick, and Alicia. You know, the main characters that I got to know for season 1. And if you take those characters out, people aren't going to tune in. Like, I mean, I like John Dory, but I don't think a lot of people are going to tune in just to watch John Dory.
Speak for yourself.
No, yeah, exactly.
I mean, come
Whenever
on.
we say not all opinions on this broadcast are those of the Farid.
I mean, come on. If you like, they took Carl away from The Walking Dead, the ratings fell. Now they're going to take Maggie and Rick away. The ratings are going to fall. Like, the new characters aren't interesting enough to keep a loyal fan base. You take Madison out, you take Nick out, people aren't going to tune in.
Yeah.
Like, that's just how it works.
This Fear the Walking Dead especially, it can't survive on Alicia alone. Like, I really liked Alicia. Like I mentioned earlier, like her and Madison have had the best character growth, I think, for the whole series. But like, I really hate everything about her this season. Like, it started off like, okay, I understand she's been through a rough time, and then it just like, okay, no, now she's just being dumb. Okay, now she's just being awful. Like, she doesn't know what Naomi, aka June, aka whatever the fuck her name is, did. But like, she just immediately assumes that like Naomi betrayed them and everything. And it's like, really just, she's so angry and she shoots John Dory
in the dick is what I thought at first when I was watching it.
That honestly, that was like the point of no going back. I was like, I don't even like you anymore.
Oh, you hear that, Alicia Debnam Carey? I'm sure you're listening and watching.
I also have never liked that her name in the show is Alicia and her real name is Alicia, but you know.
Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only person that's a little bothered by that. Like,
but again, I think this is I like how I wrote this in the wrong part of our document, but like, I don't think I said this earlier, maybe I did, that I really loved the stuff on the ranch, and like, I think it was the best parts of the show, and that their time there ended all too soon.
Yeah, I mean, the characters are still alive. The natives, they're still alive. They can come back. Who knows?
How did Luciana like catch up with them?
I don't know. That is part of the reason why I'm just like, oh, this doesn't make any sense to me.
Like, are we gonna continue getting this stupid like flashback story in the second half of this season? Because like, it's what dragged the first half of the season down for me. Like, I still enjoyed it. But
we are going to get the flashbacks because that's the only way they are going to be able to keep showing Nick and maybe even Madison. So expect a lot of flashbacks.
I mean, but Madison and Nick are already dead. Like, well, okay, Nick hasn't died yet in the flashbacks, but they told Madison's story. So is she still, like, do you think she'll still appear?
Maybe if they try to show how what's her name?
Luciana?
Yeah, how Luciana caught up. Maybe that's where Madison might show up. Or if they finally figured out how everyone survived the dam explosion, that's when Madison might show up. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I think they don't know. I think they
Yeah,
don't know
they don't
how.
know. They don't know how to handle it, like handle it in a manner that would make at least some amount of sense. They are still trying to figure that out.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, everyone survived. Everyone is a good swimmer.
Yeah,
Everyone
even the
survived.
dead ones survived.
Oh yeah, talking about the zombies, like way back in the episode when John was taking June on a boat. Can the walkers swim? Are walkers supposed to swim?
No,
No, they can't.
no. I don't believe they can't swim, but there might be something with like because they have less body mass, they float. And like because
I
they're constantly thrashing around, they like move. And if it's a river or something that is moving constantly, like my guess would be well because rotting bodies, if they're not tied to anything, they will float.
Yeah.
So my guess is that it's like a lower bone density / rotting thing where there's more like gases in the body that they float for longer, and like because the walkers are just like bleh, 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 like they have no actual like brain function, but they have like the motor function. They don't
Yeah.
ever stop moving. So we just got real technical in this shit, by the way.
We did. I brought up Beth, but I haven't even brought up the walkers cutting the hair or the mowing the grass yet.
Well, because there's no grass to mow out west.
That's true.
But yeah,
this
no, I
show.
agree. Like Morgan has dragged this show down. Go away.
He really has. Like out of all the characters, why do they have to choose him? Like out of everybody, why was Morgan chosen? Like
Who
why can't
knows?
you just take the best of the Walking Dead and kill everybody else?
Like they could have had like a flashback with like an Abraham flashback. That would have been cool.
Yeah.
Something, anything. Not Morgan.
But yeah, this show, the ratings are just going to drop. That's what I expect. They're just going to drop. There's no coming back from a 1.9 million viewers, like a 60% drop in ratings. They can't come back from that.
You don't think so?
Yeah, I don't think so. They can come back from that, especially after the way they killed Medicine.
Yeah. I mean, and she really was so good. So like I have friends who literally like watched this show because they were like, I love Madison. She's badass.
I mean,
And
that's the point.
I
I watch Fear the Walking Dead to watch these badass characters killing people and protecting others, protecting their family. Like,
Mhm.
there have been awesome killing scenes where Medicine is killing people, Alicia's escaping from that cellar. I mean, it's awesome. But then Morgan comes in, and now no one is allowed to kill anyone. And I'm like, why am I watching this show? Like, ugh. I want them to continue killing other people, but not like Morgan should have been dead. Like, there's no reason the way they showed Alicia in this season being angry, being rude, and whatnot. There's no reason why Alicia hasn't yet shot Morgan. Like, she ended up shooting John. She should have shot Morgan.
yeah. Yeah. But he'd already gotten shot, I guess.
Yeah.
That's what happened to his leg, right? He got shot. I've kind of blocked out anything that happened to Morgan in this season because I don't care.
Yeah, and then Morgan hugged Alicia, and I was like, Alicia, why are you
Oh
hugging
yeah.
him?
Then she
You don't even know this
crying.
person.
Yeah, you don't even. Why are you crying? Like, and I was just like, can they not?
But yeah, I mean, let's talk about The Walking Dead. Do you think it will survive
No.
without Andrew Lincoln and
I think that they are just absolute fucking idiots if they think that it's going to last past season 9 and continue bringing in the money and the ratings that it is. Like, not because Andrew Lincoln and or Lauren Cohen
only signed
are
on.
leaving, but like Denai is leaving too. And like, listen, cool, we're gonna make Norman Reedus head of the show. Daryl, the character, cannot run that show. Okay, like he can't.
Okay,
He's barely done anything in the past couple seasons.
So Daryl,
I mean, Carol is a better option.
Yeah, although I feel like that she just would murder everybody. But I mean, I'm okay with that. Because like what
without
we said,
Morgan around, just imagine season 10 without Morgan, Carol running the show and shooting kids all around.
Oh my gosh, and she has like a knife clutched in her teeth, and she's like climbing over buildings like Rambo, and just straight up like massacring children. Like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
I would watch that.
I would too. I would watch that too. You know, Walking Dead, if you're listening to us, we want to watch an episode of Carol killing children. Wow, that sounds really messed up when I say it out loud. But like, so I have this thing on Twitter, and I was like, name some things that'll be a better leader than, that'll be a better leader than Daryl Dixon, because Daryl's not a leader. He's not a leader. He's not. He's never been a leader. He just wants to run off into the woods and have people leave him alone. And so I'm actually trying to pull it up right now. I was like, name things that will be better than I like Daryl, okay, ish. And I was like, please give me the names of things and or people who would make a better leader than Daryl Dixon. And I've got a can of SpaghettiOs, a hyena in a trench coat, 2 bags of shaken bees, a zombie Carl Grimes, Cartman from South Park, a bar of soap, and like, I
mean, a bar of soap could absolutely rule that world. Like, everybody wants that bar of soap, y'all.
Yeah, well, Norman or Daryl needs it, but God, it's so dirty. But like, I don't know though. I stood next to Norman finally at MegaCon, and like it's just the hair dye they use, I think. But because he's like totally gray now, but they've been dyeing his hair dark brown for God knows how long. But like he's like Norman, like Daryl's not a leader at all. He doesn't want to be a leader. He's not really much of a follower. He's just kind of a second command, second hand guy, whatever.
I don't even know if he's that, man.
He just
I don't even know
if a while. He's the muscle. He's the bodyguard the leader keeps around.
Yeah, even the muscle, just a strong, silent type. Like he's more of a backer. He's more of a he's your second man in a knife fight, in a bar fight. He's your second.
Listen to me.
Like
y'all are calling Daryl the muscle, and I'm over here side eyeing everything you're saying.
No, I didn't say he's the muscle. I said that he's the guy, in the back. Like he's the guy that will have your back in a bar fight. He's the guy that'll shiv somebody with a bottle. I don't fucking know. But like he's not a leader by any stretch of the imagination. And like I'm just trying to think of the options we have left, because Denai is leaving. So Michonne is gonna leave soon. We've got Andrew Lincoln is leaving. You have Lauren Cohen only signed on for I don't know how many more episodes, 6 or something like that.
And I have an idea. I have an idea.
What? Don't you say it. I think you're going to say
Ezekiel and Carol ruling the world.
Actually,
King Ezekiel and Queen Carol.
Kind of Ezekiel, to be honest. I thought you were going to say Jesus, and I was like, please don't. God.
Oh no, not Jesus. No.
He's the worst. Man, that kingdom would fall in a second if Jesus was in charge. Oh.
I mean, that's the point. When they knew that Andrew doesn't want to stay, Lauren doesn't want to stay, why the heck did they kill off Carl? Like Carl, like I would have been okay with these characters leaving if I kind of knew that the progression of the story is that Rick is giving the leadership to Carl. Like that would have made sense.
Yeah.
Like, why did they kill Carl? There was no reason for them to kill Carl. And now with the show coming back for season 9 and all of these changes occurring, like, did Scott Gimple do it just to mess with the new showrunner?
Wait, did he do what to mess with the new showrunner?
Kill Carl.
I honestly wouldn't put it past him, you spiteful little whale asshole. Like,
He's not even a little whale man anymore.
Lowest whale asshole. God.
I still remember the actor who plays Carl. His father was like, "We are buying a house. No, we have bought a house because Carl is going to continue with this series." And then they just killed him.
Yeah.
I think Scott Gimple did it just to mess with the new showrunner.
Scott Gimple can fall in a big hole of bugs. I don't know where I was going with that. I was gonna say buttholes, but I was like, that would just
that doesn't make sense.
No.
Ew. God.
What is it? There's this. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Stand Against Evil, but it's really good. It got John C. McGinley in it. It actually films in Atlanta, and he was the doctor from Scrubs, the mean doctor, and was mean doctor, I say. But there's this thing that goes, that man's about as useful tits on a flashlight, and I was like, that's Scott Gimple.
Anyway, imagine yourselves as the showrunner for season 9 and season 10. What would you do?
Thank you. I just would end it. Like, everybody dies in an explosion. No, Rick wakes up. The end. Like, I would do it.
Yeah, I honestly, I don't know, man. I am the type of person where I always want shows to get like a solid end, but like,
yeah,
I and the thing is that will, like, getting a good ending comes at the expense of stretching it out too long. Like, iZombie is going to have a great series ending because they got lucky. They got a 5th season. They probably could have stretched it out longer if they got better ratings, but like, I never thought they should have. I thought, they can end it with season 4 if they do it right. I absolutely believe they can end it right with season 5. Like, nowadays with these genre shows, when you stretch them beyond like 5 seasons seems to be the magic number. When you stretch them into like season 6, season 7, you better have something fucking good up your sleeve. And beyond season 7, it's like, I don't even trust it anymore. I really don't. Look at Game of Thrones is the same goddamn way. Like, if they had not bloated it, like if they had cut what they cut, but then not bloated themselves with so much bullshit that they didn't need, they could have ended the goddamn show already. But they're all so fucking money hungry. They know that dumbasses are just going to keep watching their shit. Like, this is shit. It's shit. It's not quality. It is not quality. But fucking dumb people are going to keep watching it. It makes me so angry.
And now they're making a new show based in the Game of Thrones world.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, I'm okay with that. If it's done right, I'm okay with it. But like, probably we're just, well, actually, you know what? Fucking Benioff and Weiss aren't running it. So, thank you.
Yeah, at least that's good. But like, yeah, Bekah, what would you do with The Walking Dead season 9?
Okay, what would I do?
Scott Gimple calls you and he's like, Bekah, you're the new show.
Okay,
Bekah would be like, listen, little whale man, how did you get my number?
Oh my gosh, no, yeah, I would suss him hard. I would fuss at him. No, okay, so
Bekah would bring Beth back.
Oh yeah.
Whenever you said that, because I was literally about to say I would bring Beth back, and then Farid said that, and I got really quiet, and I saw the look on his face. Oh God, No, I would bring Beth back. She would come back and she would have an army of wolves. Don't ask me why wolves. I just like wolves. And
She could be Alpha.
Ooh, yes, she shaved her head. No, Alpha's bad. We don't want Beth to be bad.
I'm pretty sure Beth would be bad after what happened to her. I would be bad.
I feel like, well, I mean, but not like as bad as Alpha bad. If you guys are telling me like the stuff Alpha does, like I don't know. If Scott Gimple told me I was in charge, I would, I think I would like justice, so I would probably kill Negan. I kill Morgan. Well, no, he's on Fear the Walking Dead now, so I can't touch him. Dang it. I would give Tara a new girlfriend who actually is alive, and they all live happily ever after and find a cure for the zombie virus. And Jesus accidentally falls into a ditch and is stuck there forever. And they shut up, Farid. And they lower him food through a picnic basket because nobody cares enough to go and get him.
I know what I would do.
Shut up, Tara. Nobody asked you yet. And
Scott Gimple hasn't called you yet, Tara.
Yeah. Scott Gimple hasn't called you yet. I'm still on the phone with him. And no, but for real, I would like to see
Scott Gimple wouldn't call me because I'd be sending his body to Professor Oak.
Sorry, grind him up
to grind him up as candy.
Oh no! And Professor Oak will give Tara the candy, and Tara would present that to John.
Yes,
as a marriage gift.
And then you guys will put it in your.
And then we'll live happily ever after in our gun-free household.
I would give them a cure for the zombie virus, and I would have them rebuild, and I would bring Beth back, and then. Yeah, that's what I would do.
Tara, what were you going to do?
You've already said it. I would grind. I would track the phone call, go to Scott wherever Scott Gimple was, arrest him, hand him over to Professor Oak to be ground up as Whalmer candy, and then bring that delicious blue candy to John Dory as a wedding gift, and we would live happily ever after in our gun-free household.
Playing Scrabble and watching old movies.
I mean, that is the perfect story.
Yeah. No,
I mean,
John Dory and Beth, and everybody, all the good characters can all live in the diamond, and then they make a new settlement, and the grass or the earth is plentiful, and they find a cure for the virus. And spoiler alert, I Am Legend. That's what the virus is for, the I Am Legend. No, those are hemocytes though, so anyway.
They all go back and settle down on that Brokeback Mountain ranch or whatever.
Yeah.
That would be cool. But yeah, again, I do not see The Walking Dead surviving after season 9. But stranger things have happened.
That's my favorite thing to say. Yeah, I'm excited about the Stranger Things books.
But yeah, I guess anything else we want to talk about?
No. Well, upcoming events or whatever.
Yes, upcoming events. Okay, so Tara, you've got some pretty big stuff coming up.
I mean, just Comic-Con. It's the last Comic-Con I'm doing ever. It's too expensive, and I don't really love it. So Comic-Con and then Dragon Con over Labor Day, which both will happen before we all do this again for the end of the Fear the Walking Dead season 4. But also I am like heavy into working on my next book, which is a collection of essays and editorials about my personal life and geek culture. It's called She's Kind of Hot, But Then She Talks. It's very tongue-in-cheek, the title itself is pulled from a rude Reddit comment that was made about me. I'm really proud of it. I'm like, I think it's funny.
I love the title. It's awesome.
Clearly, a lot of people don't get it.
Title is
I've gotten
awesome.
some comments on Facebook, like on my Facebook page, because it's public and everything, that are like very clearly like they think that it's like a thing that like this girl is saying, like girls are kind of hot, but then they talk, and I'm like, no,
we're not women.
Damn dumbasses. But so no, like I'm really heavy into like I'm editing some old writing that I have, and I am currently on the lookout for new things to write about. And like I'm just asking people to please check out my Patreon. It's patreon.com/a geek saga. I've got like tiers, any like the lowest like reward tier is $5, and they go up pretty high, but like I've got tons of different stuff going on, and I'm actually going to be, I haven't figured out exactly what yet, but I am going to be doing a special perk for people who pledge before the end of June. So yeah, I don't know, I'm really excited, like, and I'm using the money to hire a book coach and editor, so that it's literally going toward, like, I can make this book okay by myself, but like if I get enough money from the Patreon, I will be able to make it a hell of a lot better. So I'm really excited about it.
What about you, Bekah? You going to Comic-Con?
No, I'm going to Dragon Con. I have to submit my press thing. I have to do Dragon Con. I've got a few articles coming out for, I still have to do the MegaCon stuff. I already talked to the media director with MegaCon and kind of let her know that some stuff had transpired. But no, I just had Dragon Con, honestly. I don't really have anything else other than writing. Like, that's it. Other than trying to write, because like depression is a bitch, and also got some other health stuff going on. So just having trouble focusing right now. But other than that, I'm not really doing anything except Dragon Con.
Okay. But yeah, as for me, I am doing my second round of edits on my new book.
Yay.
So yeah, I'm still just working on that, trying to make it as good as possible. Like as Tara said, a professional editor like helps a lot. Like having an editor going over your work is an awesome experience. So yeah, so hopefully the book will come out this year in like October or November. But yeah, let's see. Other than that, nothing. Just covering stuff for the Geekery.
All right.
Okay, well, all right. So I am Bekah, along with Farid and Tara. Thank you again for joining us while we bitch about stuff and things with the Bitching Dead. Please follow the Bitching Dead on Twitter and the Geekery on Twitter as well. Remember, we are a free webcast to run off of donations from viewers like you. But thank you so much for contributing and helping our host at the Geekery. And we are going to have some great stuff coming down the pipe for SC Comic Con. So make sure, or San Diego Comic Con. So make sure that you, make sure that you, keep an eye on some of the exclusive stuff that we've got coming out for that.
Yeah, definitely subscribe to the channel, especially with YouTube's new monetization stuff. Every subscriber counts, guys. And we have enough. You have to have over 1,000, and the Geekery has enough. But if you're subscribed, you'll get like the first notifications of all the fun stuff we're putting out for Comic-Con. So
yeah. All right.
Have a good night.